No, up here.
Oh, we're up here with all the tower watch people. Just find a couple who rode up with us on the way up here. And your name was? Edie and?
I'm Andy.
And Andy, okay.
Thanks for the ride.
Here's Wes.
Charlie.
How's it going there, Wes?
Pretty good, yourself?
In his Jeep. His get-about Jeep. Takes him anywhere he wants to go. We're up with all these guys from the tower watch. There's a bunch of monsters in here today. Anyways, it's pretty cool. It's like a guided tour. They've unlocked all the gates so that we can get up here. Don't know what city that is down there. I guess we'll find out. This is all the group that came with us.
This is my 26th year up here. I've got one more and I'm out of here. I love the place. I've been very fortunate to be working up in a place like this. I've learned a lot and continue to learn a lot. So this is the San Dimas Experimental Forest. The reason why I like taking people here, and I bring everybody here from the researchers to folks like yourself to come up here so I can point out the experimental forest from on the ground. So we're standing on this ridge that separates two major canyons of the San Dimas Experimental Forest. If you look at this little inset map right here, there's 10 watersheds that this place was divvied up into, if you will, because they had to like define watersheds to study about watersheds. So 1933, when this place was established, the purpose of which was plant stuff and erosion and fire flood sequence, all that. They didn't understand the science of which. So Johnstone and Gilman went to the forest hydrology. It's all about the water. That's what this place was all about, the water. How does water happen up here? What does that mean? When it rains, what happens to it before it gets all the way down here? Because the purpose of which was learn everything they could about the San Dimas, in the San Dimas Experimental Forest about water, hydrology, and everything associated with that, so it could maybe manipulate to get more water down. Since you're looking at this, especially on the north side, the west side, and the east side, is all about the ridge tops. So we have over there that look like little diamond head, they kind of call it that way. That's the western perimeter. On the other side of that's the Lower Monroe Truck Trail. Some of you may be familiar with that. Bicycles like using that across to the top, going across the Ridge Road or going to a mountain road. Over to the north side into the East Fork. That's to the north here, the East Fork of St. Gabriel. Mount Baldy in the background. And to the upper ridge, to the farthest east of the tower. Over there,
it's Baldy right there.
Ridge. On the other side of that is the San Antonio Canyon. And that's Baldy Road, all that business went up to Mount Baldy. So you can see what we've got here, it's kind of like two big tubs out here. For this isolated from the main St. Gabriel mountain range here. This is ideally suited on the ground to do experiments without having influences by the big mountain range. Again, now this is closed to the public because they were trying to establish science on the ground out here, and you can't have recreation freewheeling out here on top of really disciplined science on the ground. So this was established in '33, as I said, for a 50-year study plan. So UC Berkeley partnered with Forest Service and said, let's get some science on the ground here. So everybody that was a biologist, hydrologist, botanist, geologist, all this stuff, everything was in between was brought up here to learn about what's going on out here first. How is nature functioning? Then we're going to go try to do something to manipulate some of these watersheds to see if we can make a difference. So what they did was something called paired watershed studies. Over to my left behind you, if you notice driving up, there was a difference in vegetation color out there. And most of that is because of 1960, they went in and removed the vegetation in some of these upper canyons over there. That's Bell Canyon. So Bell Canyon is divided up into 4 smaller upper watersheds. Bell 1, 2, 3, and 4. Bell 1 and 2 was type converted. That's what you're seeing, the color change over there, because that's mostly grassy stuff that still remains to this day. Because the native vegetation in Bell 3 and 4 were left alone because we want to compare. Because we're measuring debris and runoff from water, the hydrology part, and to this day we're still doing that. So if we manipulate a watershed over here and compare that right next to it, it's the same area, same slope, and same aspect, we can see what we're doing versus what nature's doing. And so I can tell you to this day, because that's principally what I do up here is hydrology. Bells 1 and 2, they were type converted. Again, back in the day, they were using mechanical, dredging off the hill slopes with dozers and chains and balls of steel that were filled with water, just ripping this stuff out, and also using a defoliant called 2,4-D, also a component called 3,4,5-T, which is a toxic version of some of this component, and obviously later learned to be called Agent Orange. And so the paper article that I did, that's what he keyed on. So the Forest Service used this notoriously cancer-causing agent. They didn't know that in those days. This was just an effective product that the farmers used, and they still use this, but we're restricted now because of some of its problems with people and so forth. But there's a great defoliant. You nuke the ground, get rid of the native, plant in some grasses, some shallow root systems, and that's what that still is over there today. The native vegetation can't recover on it. It's so dominant on the ground out there. 60 plus years later, we're still looking at those effects. So why we still get to look at that today, these paired watershed studies in the long term, I can tell you right now, those type converted watersheds, they flow first and flow last. Why? And yet next to it where the nature is, we did nothing, they dry up that quick. They dried up months ago. And I can still get a little trickle off Bell number 1 over there. Anybody got an idea why that might be happening?
The plants enjoy the water.
There you go. They're thirsty plants. And that was they understood that. Deep-rooted plant systems out here, they're thirsty to stay in place, and they're deep-rooted into the ground out here. But yeah, they're thirsty and they're there and they burn a lot. Of course, we all know about that, but they provide a really important business on the ground, especially in the wintertime. And put this place up, burned it. Destroyed all our infrastructure on the ground. Infrastructure meaning all the science stuff that's going on. Behind you is San Dimas Canyon, about 18,000 acres. They had contrary trails. You can barely see any of them left anymore. You can see every 300 feet, there's one way out there down up below that first ridge right here. You can see it. That's a 2,800-foot contrary trail. I've got another one up here, 3,100 foot. So thanks.
Well, we're up here with all the rangers, showing us about all the watershed up here. There's a lot of the guys from the watchtower. They're all volunteers. And he's giving us a little tour. I stepped away to go get my monopod so I can get a better view for you. So here we are, we're back with him.
San Dimas damage, drainage to the east, Dalton drainage to the west here, and you can see a little bit of a rock face down there. That's the dam down there we just came up from. So, and of course you look beyond that, there's about 1,000-foot elevation of haze. Brown blanket that you constantly have with this inversion, of course. So right now we're right now about, there's the compromise, and I'm glad you brought that up. I would have forgotten about it. So we can walk over here, and let's do that. We can see what the problem is when you put shallow root grasses in the ground versus the native ground.
From Puck Outdoors. Looks like the A-list is out today. There's Dave's friends right here. Somewhere. There's another A-lister.
You can see clearly a definition on the ground of vegetated type. So this is Bell 1 and Bell 2. You can imagine two smaller watersheds. They're about 50, 60 acres in size. And then where it's green again, there's a drainage there with some oaks down in there. The next drainage over, that's Bell 3 and 4. So I'm down there looking at the runoff for this treated area, these paired watershed studies, to look at the long-term business of, are we making a difference? Yes. And look at the effect of the ground. See the bare ground? That's where the erosion comes in, because down below, but we have this problem with stability of the slopes, so erosion occurs, especially after a fire, and then the rains come. The systems are, the ground root systems are gone. Well, it's just surface little roots, not thirsty, more water, but here we have erosion. So it's a trade-off. Took it out. Can we get more water because there's nothing that's stuck up? Oh yeah.
Okay, we're at the little compound that they have here. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, we get no cheap rent for government housing for employees and stuff, so we're going to revamp the rent rates into the, well, doors in the city, so that's what the rent rates are. I don't live in Glendora. This ain't Glendora. It's better, you know, but, I mean, from living in the mountains amongst the tree stuff, but I guess they chase me up. Because people sit at desk, what am I doing? You fix it? They don't care about this business. So anyway, that's it. He's going off on a tangent. So, welcome to downtown Tanbark. This originally was the county nursery. And you're looking at some of these trees that some of you may have not heard me talk about. This is a memorial grove by Herbert S. Gilman, one of the guys I was mentioning earlier, who was responsible for helping establish this place. And in his recognition memoriam, they put his ashes up on the hill there. There's a stone marker up there. We'll see that probably when we walk back down, actually. But this is the Tanbark Flat facility to support the technicians and scientists that were living and working up here. This is also a 7 Bravo helipad by the fire folks up there were supporting this as well. I'm reconnected with some of the old Dalton hotshots so I can learn from them. These guys are way up there in their age. They were up here in the 60s and 70s, and they're telling me stories and showing me pictures, and I'm just like a kid in a candy store. I love learning about this place still to this day. Carpenter shop, guardhouse, gas house. Over there, where they had a fuel tank for filling up the trucks, a gas house right next to the creek. Well, we don't do that no more. No. But, so they've sealed it up and no longer a gas house. But I appreciate that. I've got to carry a computer and stuff up, so I'm going to drive up and meet you guys. So just meet me at the intersection. Okay? Yes, I've got permission.
It'd be nice if there was water in it, be fishing.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I just ate them there. That's a cool house.
That's what I want.
I'll huff and I'll puff.
I want to build like a little hobbit house. Look at that one right there.
It'd be nice in this place to thrive now.
He dreamed up all that stuff when he was in a POW camp.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little different.
Because it won't be the same. They'll have to change it because of ADA and all that other stuff. Not down against it. You can't make this a public code requirement and still do historical preservation. So this is the lab. I'm going to open this up. I got another restroom in there. Most of you can use that. And this is where I work daily. So all the bees.
Nice.
Now from that gate that came in, the first gate, about 5
He was talking about earlier, my ashes came up there. We'll see on the way down. Yeah. On the way down.
How did they get it? I bet he is. A clamper.
You're like, oh, sorry guys.
Ooh, there's honey in those walls. Huh?
Oh, he was trying to do it all. Right. Driving you around in the back of a truck.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
We crossed the bridge right here. Right here. This is the Monroe Canyon I was talking about earlier. This is the dam right down here. out this way across the little bridge. And so we came all the way up to this, about this point right here, and drove into Tanbark, which is where you're at now. So here's the same.
Well, guys, it's too crowded in there. We'll go on in there when everyone starts thinning out. Until then, I'll take you on a little walk around here, show you around. Look at this. They have a couple holes patched up because of the bees, but look at all those other holes. Looks like somebody put marbles or rocks in their pebbles. Or acorns. I don't know, the woodpeckers are doing it, one of the two. It's kind of cool. These little stairs. How many other ones up around Mount Baldy? Imagine how many people have sat here. Sat here on these very stairs, watching the stream go by when there was water here. That should be a great place to go fish. Just drop a line right outside of your house. The lucky ducks. How many? That's one thing that I haven't noticed is squirrels. I haven't seen one squirrel around here. Or any type of life actually, except for birds. You know, it's pretty cool that David invited us on this little trek. I'm glad he did. Wes is here, David, Huck. I don't know who else was supposed to come, but it's a good day to be out. This is my first time to be out since I had my little adventure here on my chest. I've had my pacemaker for probably 2 weeks now. Finally getting out of the house. Good to see you guys again. There'll be more videos coming now that I can get back and about. I got a couple of them sitting at the house right now. How to make stoves out of beer cans. So we'll try and get those posted soon. Only one person is going to know why I'm doing this, and that's Huck. I like to see the backsides of buildings and see what goes on there. So this is backside of the building that we were just at right now. Take a little walk. So cool out here. Give you a little peek through the window with them inside. It's too crowded in there. He's giving a little lecture, but too many people. Check Huck's video to see what they talked about in there. I guess that these are woodpecker holes. Unless that woodpeckers, the water's got to be coming from up there. Must drain down here. It's pretty neat. I told Huck on one outing that I like to see the back of the buildings, not just the fronts. So Huck, this is for you. Okay, let's go check out this house over here.
Another nice little house right there, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna go check it out right now. Oh God, I hope this thing is not faulty. Nope, it holds weight. It holds weight. This thing holds weight. Such a cool house. Imagine to be up here. They got it all shut out. I don't know if you can see in there. Dining room table. I guess the rangers would sit out here on their little bench. Their little patio right here. That'd be so cool to live here. Especially when the stream was going. Sit out on this porch. A large porch. gotta be the bathroom, probably the outhouse. Looks like they did, looks like a kiln, an old kiln to glaze pottery. It was funny, I just crossed a little bridge right now. And there was a guy, and they were like, I don't know if this bridge is safe. And the girl points at me, and she goes, look, he made it. The nerve. Oh, look at this cool cutout. This is so cool. Look at that. Yeah. That'd be a cool picture to stand inside there.
I lived in that first one, the cottage down. Things were looking different. You want me to go down?
And this is a really nice place. Kind of reminds me of a place called Teresita Pines when we were little. We used to go up there. Had to go on up there. We dropped off my sister. She went to a camp up there. I shouldn't say we used to go up there. We went up there. Wanted sister to drop her off. I don't know if we ever picked her up. Yeah, we picked her up. As my little sister. Not so little. Only a year under me. So she's 27 also. Well, we're here to my truck. And there's David. Monitoring the road. I was coming back. And I was like, shit, my camera. So I had to go back for my camera. And I was like, crap, gotta go back again. Forgot my drink, I left it on the bumper. So I went back and got it. But thank you for waiting. Appreciate it. All right. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Right next to us.
I'm going to go ahead and show a 25-minute video with producing this. It talks about a lot, but I was talking about my talk. The post-downstairs fire scientists and crews and equipment and stuff like that. So it's old school, but I think it's pretty informative to help us.
Well, I guess this is the woodshed. This is where you didn't want to be brought out. You're acting up. They showed us a picture of this old house. And that oak tree out in front is probably about 6 inches round. A lot of time has passed. Imagine this is his view. There's a little rock monument out here for the guy. See that shows up. Look at his house. Over in Lincoln Heights. There's a place like this, but it's full of pines. There's a hill like this. My dad used to bring me up, and I used to have to rake all the pine needles. I was running down it, and I slipped down, and it's just like this. With a drop off on the edge, I fell off, had to go get stitches. Who's this? Huck Outdoors? He's over there talking. Well, what did you guys think? I know, but so far.
Good stuff.
Good stuff? Kind of interesting on. You know. I'm liking this too.
I want to go in here.
Uh-oh. Huh? Good luck. It's a tool shed. Only for a little bit, then we go back up. Look at that. Those guys way up there. Look at what we have to go up, guys. Let's smoke these guys out back there. With all that dust. No, just through the window.
the window.
Yeah, because this is going to get all smoked up.
The window's good. I went to that field day they had. That was kind of cool. The Red Cross, the little people we did,
Yeah.
they gave us our tests. They had field day out in Long Beach, and I went to it.
I noticed all these microwave towers. All these microwave towers are up here. And I'm not even supposed to be by a microwave oven. So I'm sitting in my car while everyone else is walking around. Rats. I'm like a rat in a cage up here now. Till next time, don't forget to subscribe, do tell a friend, and I'll see you in the funny papers. Bye-bye.
What's it gonna be? You're gonna come back home, child. Lord, and stay with me. Oh, have I got to get myself another